I don't know if anyone's in my Twitch chat, but if anyone's watching, I have to ask if the game is stuttering at all. Or is it a crisp 59.94 FPS? I need exact numbers. Not at all? That's good. But that's only one answer. I need two answers on if the stream is stuttering visually. I did a couple of things off stream that it seemed like it worked, but I needed to double check. It's good? Alright. The junkyard is on fire? Yeah, I know. I've been keeping tabs. The junkyard was a mistake. Just put it that way. I'm not worried about that right now in this immediate second. I'm just making sure I can stream Doom Eternal without any technical issues. I can talk about the Discord server in a bit, but it is relevant if you're in my Discord. Moderator applications are open for anyone that's somewhat active around these parts. We could use you. Check my DM on Instagram. Okay. If it was important, you wouldn't have sent me it on Instagram. Would have emailed me, but I'll keep it in mind. All right, I don't see anyone complaining about FPS, so I'm just gonna assume I'm good. That leads me into my next question then. Should I turn webcam on? It was off the previous streams just because it helped a little bit with stuttering. If I fixed the issue, I might be able to turn it on. I don't know, I'm very self-conscious. Not really, but I do need to make sure that it's not lagging even more. Alright, now it's the real test. I'm talking with my mouth while it's moving and playing the game. Any stutters? Now's the time to tell me. I don't want to learn it in 3 hours that it's borderline unwatchable because nobody wanted to speak up. I'm about halfway through the game for anyone that's just like showing up. Oh, FUNKe streaming. I'm about... Well, let's see. I am 12 hours total in the game, but technically I spent like 2 or 3 of that playing Doom 2 on the computer. So really I'm only like maybe 9 hours into the game. Like 40%. I don't expect to beat it today, but I did want to play some. There is one problem. I was going to stream this yesterday, but I've been trying to learn bass again. And I gave myself a blister yesterday from learning how to slide the bass. And I know it looks like I'm flicking you off, but that's the only one I really have a blister on. Anyways, I couldn't stream Doom yesterday because it hurt too much to use the WASD keys. It's still a little painful, but I can manage through it. Yesterday was more of an Animal Crossing day for me. You should pop that blister on stream. You should pop that attitude out of my chat. Alright. Seems fine. Seems good. Okay. I think I'm good to just play for a while. Not have issues. Thanks, Flary. So I hope everyone had a good week. I got a message announcement yesterday from my local officials that if I go outside for any non-essential reason, I can be fined over $1,000 or get thrown in jail. So we're holding down pretty well over here. Totally messed up my plans. I was going to be out all week. That's gone. It's been a while. I gotta get used to the controls. I got blisters on me fingers. Thanks, Starchy. You should go camping? I'm good. There was an old nature trail I used to I would usually walk like once a week, but now I'm actually kind of too scared to, because it's attached to a public park, and I just don't want to go outside. I'm sorry, I don't mean to make this a CV discussion. It's just I'm kind of in a ground zero, so it's pretty pertinent to my day-to-day life. People still walk around, which confounds me. I wouldn't. Atlanta sounds kind of not great. Hey, it's great for me because usually if I leave the house after 4, it's traffic up the wazoo. But it's more clear than a Suicide Club fan club room. A Suicide Squad fan club room. So I can drive wherever I want to pretty easily. It's weird though. Alright. No pain so far in the finger. I think we're good. I can stream for more than 20 minutes. Teeth Gaming 2 win. I still have a single, very slight cavity in the left side of my mouth. I'm ashamed to say it, but I just don't feel qualified to make Teeth Gaming 2 until I get this dealt with. The rest of them are spot clean, but in a moment of weakness, I think I ate one too many sour gummy bears. So I gotta deal with this first. I hate schools canceled. Why would you... Actually, you guys have to do Zoom or something now, right? I saw there were teacher trolling compilations on YouTube going viral for whatever the online classroom thing is. I feel for you. They like canceled all physical school for the rest of the year in Georgia. So even no matter what happens, everyone here is doing online for the next year, including me, and I don't even go to school. Ooh. Hi, Funk. Hi, the __live_killer. Butchered it a little bit. I have to go to work from the computer. It sucks. But I always did that, so. Oh, now I'm getting frame rate drops. I get to live on campus because I still work in the town the college is in. I have a couple of friends that lived on college campuses and they had to go home. Like, they straight up closed their dorms or something, I think. Woof. But again, it's a little worse here than a lot of other places. I'm not lost, right? Alright, just double checking.
Warning, the Ark's headquarters is under attack.
While I'm streaming, I just need to let everyone in chat know that there's a social distancing, so if you see anyone type, count to 6 before sending in your message. Better safe than sorry. You're gonna get us all killed! I went to just put gas in my car today, and I saw 20 people, everyone near the gas station had a face mask. And now I kind of feel like I need to buy a face mask. And I know that doesn't even really help you. It only helps others if you get it. But it's ominous, man. It's weird over here. Oh, I don't think I need to explain it, but for those who don't know, Valorant is having a bit of like a marketing circle today. A lot of people are streaming it, and they got keys. I didn't. Before anybody asks, I didn't get a key. Don't think I quite make the margin for that. And if you're curious why I would want it and you don't know much about it, I'm not going to go into it, but some people that worked on the TF2 art style back in the day moved on and they're helping design the visuals of Valorant. So I'm curious about it. It's more CS:GO than it is TF2. I'm not going to get your hopes up, but it has a pretty central focus on vertical movement and just like quick movements. I like that. Anyways, I like left my computer on watching Seagull stream for a few hours just while I wasn't even on the computer, hoping I would get a key. I didn't. So I'm gonna have to find the right marketing exec stick to suck. I'll keep you updated. Something tells me I cannot go through here. I have to get used to the fact that secrets are marked. I just look at nothing. I get the feeling it was meant to be a mobile game. No, that is not a mobile game. You can't make a CS-based game for phones. It just doesn't work like that. I guess if you gyro-aimed, you could make it work. I played Splatoon and I liked it. I just think maybe it's a little bit of a different beast, wouldn't you say? Bleeding Edge also came out recently, but seeing gameplay, I'm less interested in it than I was before there was a lot of gameplay out. I thought I would maybe get my Splatoon vibes filled, but meh. Did you hear that Governor Kemp is getting the National Guard involved down here? Governor Kemp is the Georgia governor, by the way. I didn't hear that, but I did hear that until like 2 days ago, our governor didn't realize you could spread COVID even if you don't have symptoms. He didn't know that it was asymptomatic. So again, in case you're curious how we're doing down here, they have it covered. They know what they're doing. As of 24 hours ago. I'm scared. I'm scared, chat. Alright, I need to stop doing the streamer talk to chat brain for a second and get out of here. I don't see a way out. Or do I? Yeah, this is first playthrough. Fully blind. Oh, I fucked it up. Damn, this place is a hedge maze. Thanks, Tyke. Did you get a Valorant key? Oh, yeah, they promised me one. I'm just waiting for it in the mail, I think. No. I think you need to... There's like a much higher bar than me to get in. And I'm not exactly the most active streamer in the first place, so... I don't think I quite made it. This is definitely where I need to go, but I'm not familiar with this blockage. Do I need to kill something? You idiot. They have drops enabled. No, I know. I tried to get it. I couldn't. From what I saw, the odds were not that good. Streams with like thousands of people and people were getting like there was one key an hour is what it seemed like. So it's gonna be the same shit as Overwatch. I don't get into the closed beta. I have to wait for the open. You know what the real issue is? I didn't upload. I bet you if I had uploaded like 2 weeks ago on my main channel, I'd be streaming Valorant right now. Feels bad, man. Maybe if I pump out one before April 7th. Because I think they're doing more beta testing. There's still a chance, guys. I don't think so. I'll keep my eye on it. Ooh. I don't know. I had to wait for them to bust through the door, but they didn't bust through the far left door until I circled around. That's why you put FUNKe studies on the main? Oh, no, I know. I think the last 30 comments on my FUNKe studies have been people genuinely angry. They're not, it's not even endearing anger anymore. I've had people insult me personally because I didn't put it on the main. I know. Like 1 out of 30 viewers gets a key. That's not bad odds, I don't feel like. But that didn't seem like that to me when I was trying to get it. Oh fuck, it's another purple splooge level. You can't jump or dash on this stuff, by the way. You know, fun Doom gameplay. You only say that because you didn't get in? Yeah? Maybe I was the unlucky 29th, I guess. Or one of the unlucky 29. I'll keep you updated. I still don't think it's gonna fill the hole that I want in a fast-paced PvP type game. Specifically because everything I saw of Valorant, it seems like there's a little less focus on individual performance and more on, you know, setting up things for your team. I've seen plays of people do stuff alone. I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but my favorite FPS games are ones with a what the fuck? I just trimped. Games with a specific focus on individual play. Valorant's like 50% that. I want 100. Have you tried Destiny 2? Yeah, I sunk like a solid 80 hours into it. I want to say late last year. Like maybe 7 months ago or so. It's a great time sink. It's just Destiny 2 appeals to the same things that RuneScape did to me when I was younger. Which is that it's not really a video game, it's just a dopamine simulator. And I know those two terms are kind of interchangeable in modern day, but an MMO-esque game, it's almost like an algorithm meant to psychologically read you and manipulate that fact. It knows that the human brain likes getting new fancy toys every 20 minutes. It knows that the human brain likes getting little tiny missions that give you a reward. And after, like, 80 hours of playing Destiny 2, you realize, I'm not playing a video game. There are old Harvard experiments where, you've seen it, where a mouse keeps hitting a button until cheese comes out, and then they make it so half the time the cheese doesn't come out, and it pisses off the mice so they start hitting it more. That's Destiny 2. Early on, every time you hit the button, you get cheese. You hit the button, you get cheese. Then like 40 hours in, you start getting all of the weapons. You hit the button, you just get a weapon you already have. You don't get the cheese. So you start hitting the button more. You start playing more Destiny 2, or RuneScape, or World of Warcraft, or take your pick. Eventually, you're mashing that button. You're beating that button like a preteen learning what masturbation is. And you realize, this isn't a new experience, they're just exploiting me psychologically. So I kind of cut myself off from Destiny 2. I have self-control. It's fun. I will say there's a lot of fun elements. I don't mean to imply Destiny 2 isn't a video game. I have a lot of fun still. If I ever boot up, which I uninstalled it, but I still have fun playing Gambit Prime, which is like a pseudo PvP slash PvE. It's a mix of both. You fight bots. The Crucible, it's not my taste. I don't think Destiny 2 is balanced well for compelling PvP. Everyone has an ultimate that just gets you free kills, and you can't really counterplay it. You know, at least if someone uses an ultimate in Overwatch, there are some things you can do to avoid dying. In Destiny 2, it's comparable mechanic. You can't really... If someone pulls out their staff and they want to kill you, you're dead. It's not really balanced for competitive. Also, it's a very floaty game. You jump and it takes forever to fall, so... I mean, look at me playing Doom Eternal right now. Do you think if I was playing PvP, someone could shoot me midair? It would be hard. Destiny 2 is a lot slower, so not the best PvP. As you can see, I have a lot to say about this game. For someone who doesn't play it these days. I'm not getting Energy Shield because everyone I've talked to has said this is just like the pussy item. So I'm doing Mobile Turret. Which is probably equally a pussy item, but I can pretend to be a sentry gun, I don't know. I have 700 hours in Destiny 2, haven't gotten cheese in about 100. Yeah, it's by design. And that's what I mean. The first 30 hours of Destiny 2, I can say is a video game because it's fresh. The latter half, there's a point where Destiny 2 just... You stop getting the cheese, and it wasn't worth it for me anymore. It's probably the closest thing to an enticing MMO for me, though. Like in the modern day, if I were to play an MMO, out of all of them, I would pick Destiny 2. Which is only technically an MMO. For all purposes, it is, though. Why the face cam? I was having stuttering issues with Doom, so I just had it off. Because it was easier. But I got that fixed, so I don't think I need to... I can have it on now. That said, I'm still lagging a bit, so we'll see if I turn it off. When's the DMC MMO? It's gonna be a while. I mean, Destiny 2 can kind of be that if you go third person. How are you doing today? Personally, I'm doing well. Each passing day takes like 2 years off of my lifespan these days, just with what's going on, but I'm good. What was the problem? I don't actually remember. I think I use a certain version of OBS that was just not updated, is my guess. I'm good now. Why do you think we didn't get an arena-type multiplayer with Doom Eternal? Because they tried it in 2016, and it did not perform well. People had a lot of complaints that it had problems. I wasn't around. I didn't play it on release, so I can't tell you what was wrong with it. But they tried it in 16. Not a lot of people played it. So they figured, why even bother? One of the guys who worked on Eternal did a podcast, Joe Rogan's, and he talked about that question. And he just said basically like, listen, we know, we get it. Everyone thinks that they want an online Doom game, but then they make it and no one plays it. So it's like, why bother having the resources and the servers for it? I would play it if they made it. Before Eternal came out, I did a couple of multiplayer 16 streams, and I had a lot of fun. It wouldn't be my main game by any means, but like I could play it. I missed a Slayer gate. Will I do a Lords of Shadow 2 video? I'm still deciding. I'm a little tapped out of wanting to play hack and slashers right now. Which I say that, but I'm playing Doom Eternal. That's like the run and gun equivalent of a hack and slash. We'll see. YouTube's still up? No, it ain't. It is. Hey, fuck you, YouTube. Good catch.
Bodies present of unknown origin. I cannot. As a contributing member of the scientific community of...
Will you do Shagin's Raid Lado? Doesn't seem like my kind of game. Oh wow, they give me another upgrade. I don't know, I kind of don't care about anything else. I had a lot of comments saying that Lords of Shadow 2 was not as good as the first. I had some people saying it was like the biggest letdown in gaming history, which almost sold me on it. Like, now I'm interested. You're making it sound so bad it's good. But I don't think it's actually that. It sounds like it's just mediocre. I also had people saying I should play the DLC, so I might stream that just for fun. I'll have to do a lot of explaining for people that didn't see the video, but I don't mind. Thoughts on RE3 being 5 hours long and costing $60? I haven't played 2 yet. I own it. I still need to play it. So I don't really have an opinion. I guess that's up to the discretion of the purchaser, right? I mean, when I buy a video game, I try to put it into terms of, like, how much would I pay for a movie? I would pay $12 to see a 2-hour film. So 5 hours, for my money, that's like $40. Like $46. So 45 if we round. So $60 to that calculation seems a little much. But I don't know enough about RE3, so I can't say if it makes up for it in different ways. But that's kind of how I try to do my head math. Here's the trick. You might be wondering how you pay $12 for a movie ticket. You buy the child ticket. The adult's $3 more. Then I just shave my face, and I put shoes on my ankles. On my kneecaps. I can pass for 12 if I commit to it. Save those $3. If we're going by adult ticket standard, then maybe it's a little more, like $50 for 5 hours. Yeah, I don't know how I'd put shoes on my ankles. I have not played Escape from Tarkov, but one of my roommates has a friend, and every time he comes over, he tries to get me to play Escape from Tarkov. I don't even know his name. He just knows that I like play video games for a living. So every time he's over, he's like, "Have you played Escape from Tarkov yet?" And the answer is always no. Thanks, I want to die for real. That's probably not a cry for help of a Twitch name. I think he's probably good. The hype died down. It just didn't seem like something that appealed to me. I know it's not technically a BR, right? But I like initiatory games. And you might be thinking, Funk, initiatory is not a word. Fuck you. I like games where a lot of the gameplay is constantly aggroing stuff and running in and being aggressive and initiating. It didn't seem like Tarkov was that kind of game. It seemed much more precautious. Play it safe. I need to get a look around. Is this a funk study? I can have complex opinions live. I don't Writing a script helps me articulate it, but I don't need it. Initiatory is a word? Oh, wow. I'm so smart that I'm making up words that already exist. And I'm humble. I actually have played Risk of Rain 2 by Lar. Also, thanks, Punk S. I haven't played it in a while, and I know they've added a lot of content. Risk of Rain... I know Risk of Rain is a kind of game where you're not really doing anything with your time. You know, it's like playing a roguelike. You're not really accomplishing anything. You're just, oh, I got 15 minutes further this time. Hold on, I gotta grenade him. I fucked it up. Risk of Rain is fun. It's a fun game to play with friends. I don't really have friends to play Risk of Rain 2 with. I tried to get Voltroy to play it months ago, because I was like, this is a great game. And she never buys new games. And we got so over-leveled that we hit endgame loop with nothing new happening. And she was just like, this game is boring. We beat it already. This was before they added a lot of new content, I think. But it's fun. I wasn't trying to do anything with the chainsaw, I had no ammo, I had nothing else to do. And I fucked up my grenade. I haven't played Exit the Gungeon. I know that it's on Switch and I believe Steam now. I thought of getting it, but I know it was designed to be a mobile game. And I trust the developer, but I just don't know if it's something I would sink justifiable time into, I guess. I have one already on Demons Drop Armor. I'll get it. I haven't played any Lethal League. Opinion on the junkyard situation? Listen, we've been so lenient on the Discord for 4 years, and all it's done is made a lot of complicated situations where people break the rules and you have to politely explain that they are, even though they don't think they are. So, I don't know. It's something I'd need to address in the Discord. Anyone that watches streams, don't worry about it. What happened was I put on slow mode on the junkyard, and there were riots in the streets. People were stealing TVs, and there were already riots because of COVID, so this is just accentuating the problem. It's a 1-minute slowdown. I'm out of ammo again. Studies often seem longer than most of the main channel. That was just a recent thing. Last year, when I first brought back Funk Studies to FUNKe, really when I first started doing them, because before it didn't have a name, they were like 3 minutes long. Like the class of 3001, it's like 3.5 minutes. But that's because it was very specific topics that I had a concise point to make. The newer ones, I kind of figured I wanted to try like my older style, which was a lot more thorough and not really focused. So, you know, it ended up being 20 minutes long. I could have said it all in like 8 minutes, but, you know, double ads. Not really. I think it's on, but I have it to only play after the video. I don't like videos that stop you, like, in the middle. I don't know where to go. Do you still play guitar? I'll keep showing it. I'll keep showing the blisters. I haven't been keeping up my practice. Oh, wait. I might be able to get inside. I haven't been keeping up my guitar practice, but recently I've been playing more. And it hurts. It must be over there. I just can't fathom how I make that jump. Punch the cube? Oh. I thought it was only the bigger ones. I'm blind. I'm colorblind.
This is Dr. Elena Richardson, log entry 005, subject analysis of Doomslayer, February 2nd, 2163.
What's your opinion on Slayer? It's not really my kind of music. I don't know what Slayer you mean. I'm assuming you mean the band. It's kind of that's something my parents would listen to. Alongside with AC/DC. That's a rocky music. Actually, now that I think about it, parent music is a derogatory term, but a rocky music is like a compliment. It's kind of an oxymoron. Will you do a funk study on a book, like maybe Hellstar Ramana? That would be a great test for my chops. I don't know how well I could review a book and make it interesting. Nothing's off the table. And the whole reason that they're on the second channel is just so I can try weird shit and see if it sticks. Like, I wouldn't have put a 22-minute unfocused review on my main channel right now. Once I've tested it on the other, you know, that might change, but... When's your next album? I'm thinking of running another charity. I'll do a charity album for victims of COVID. Make another video game parody album. But instead of for the kids, this one will be for the greatest generation and boomers. For the old people. I'm taking it slow. Don't worry about me making albums. I haven't uploaded in 9 months. Music isn't exactly the top of my priority right now. Play RuneScape. You weren't here for the Destiny discussion, but... Steps. It didn't seem fun to me. It seemed like an idle skill. Probably because it is. Which is just another reason I can't really get into RuneScape. A lot of it just seems like idle. How high and low can you sing? I can't really show you the high. It would peak the microphone. It would get me evicted for breaking the noise ordinance. And it would sound awful. I haven't tested. I don't know what my pitch is. It used to be better. Before I moved out of my parents, I had a vocal instructor. I would do practice. It was weird. It was this dude with like a really big, almost like borderline mansion house. And I would go over there and he'd play piano and we'd practice. Cool guy. Oh, I thought I died. I haven't done that in like a year though, so I kind of lost my practice. How's your girl voice working out? I haven't practiced that either. I know I strike you as the type of person to practice that, but I haven't been playing Paladins, and the whole reason I was trying to learn girl voice was so people would calm with me, because no one talked in that game. But since I'm not playing Paladins right now, so there's no need for it. I'm having some trouble here. Are you dropping the AC streams? No, there's not like a huge... There's not... How do I put it? My streams don't have people, like, asking me constantly to stream stuff, so with things like AC, where there's not people, like, following my playthrough, I'm just doing it on days that I want to play for a while. When I play AC, it's usually for, like, 30 minutes. Like, I play it every day, but it's under an hour, right? But if there's a day that I want to play for, like, 2+, then I stream. So it's not that I'm not streaming it, it's just... I gotta be in a mood for it, you know? I've done a lot, though. Oh, also, I got a Sterling Amiibo card now. So whenever I do play it next, my Solaire cosplayer can finally return. Yeah, I bought an Amiibo card. Came alongside with my delivered groceries of 7 cartons of soy. Oh, I see the purple thing. Serious question, do you feel like with how much people enjoy Funk Studies, they might be disappointed with your main channel? For a while, that was my thought process. My thought process was, fuck, it's been so long that whatever I do, it needs to justify the time. But honestly, making the Funk Studies has kind of helped reel that back. Where I'm just like, oh shit, I should probably just upload it. I don't think it needs to be a career-setting video. I mean, you know me, I want to one-up myself, but I don't think it needs to be a 2-hour thorough dissection of a form of media. I think it's helped me personally. Also, part of the reason that there was an initial break from my main channel is because I wanted to try making longer form content, but I was worried about its reception. I didn't know if I could pull off a 20-minute video and people would like it. Fuck. So having made it on FUNKe, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I can make this. And I mean, I don't care as much about the views as much as I do if I make a video that I thought was up to my own par, I guess. It's not to say I don't still want to make a long video on the main, but it's... I think I could, at this point, put out a smaller video on my channel and not feel like I'm wasting people's time, or like not utilizing every second of my day to add more time. I miss Shammy. He has a podcast with his friends. He's still around. I miss Funk. He streams! I know what you mean. I miss main channel Funk videos. Jesus, I'm starting to like lose track of what's on my screen. It's getting very foggy. What do you think of Room Eternal up till now? I know you didn't mean to say Room, but I think it's even with Doom. I don't think it's better. I don't think it's particularly worse. There have been a couple of segments that I thought were kind of tedious room clear. I don't know what the fuck just happened on my screen right there. But Doom 16 had those moments too. It had a couple of moments where I was getting kind of, you know, bored. Like this right here. Does it look like I'm having a compelling time playing? I'm not saying I'm bored, but does this look like it's built on, it's developed the 16 formula? It kind of seems pretty more of the same. You could chop up some of that to just I'm playing it wrong. I'll accept that sometimes I do repetitious circle patterns. And I don't chainsaw as much as I probably should. But I think at some point you kind of have to ask, is there something the game could have done to incentivize me to play it more fun? I'm enjoying myself, but I'm not wowed. People that are praising it are probably people that don't remember how 16 played, and they don't realize that this really isn't that much more innovative. I like the room where you opened up boxes, and it was kind of like a, ooh, what am I gonna get? Am I gonna get a reward, or am I gonna have to kill something? It has moments. You are playing it wrong, just an FYI. Okay, well there you go. Again, I just want to be upfront that my opinion is, I'm sure, flawed. But from my eyes, that's what I've experienced. Uh-oh. Is this a game or keys dangling in front of your face? I wouldn't go that far. There's an actual element of aiming, which you don't get in a lot of games, surprisingly. I like playing paladins, but I never feel like aiming matters when I play it. You just aim in the general direction and you hit stuff. And I know paladins isn't really a good comparison, but there's appeal to it. It's just not game-changing. It's not new. I heard 16 feels slower. You didn't have the dash or the grapples. In fact, you should probably use that. It's faster. It definitely is. It's just, what does speed help when you get locked in a room that you can't progress past until you kill everything? You're just doing the same thing, but you get to jump around a little more. Again, fun, just not groundbreaking. I'm not gonna say that it's hallway fighting. If you see that, that's because I'm an idiot and I just stop moving while I'm in the middle of a hallway. A lot of times, this is a bad example, but a lot of times there are open areas you can fight in. Like right here. So it's kind of the player's choice to herd them into a hallway. I'm not gonna... I thought I could stand on that. Okay. I played Dusk, Razor. It's a great game. Honestly, I kind of enjoyed that a bit more. Just because Dusk has a really fun ground game. I don't remember all of the mechanics in that, but it had like a pretty fun slide. Which I just think any movement FPS should have a slide. After playing Titanfall 2, I think if your movement shooter doesn't have a slide mechanic, it just... no one should buy it. Not really, but that's fun for me. I think that's a great way to combo movements. You see I have a dash, but the dash has a cooldown. And cooldowns kill your momentum. But a combat slide, you can constantly do it. Dusk is very fun. Also, Dusk has very open areas. So you don't get often caught inside like this. And if you do, it's usually brief enough that it doesn't feel slow. Dusk has a multiplayer, and I'm sad that no one really played it. I would love to have played Dusk multiplayer. And I don't really have the following to fill a server either. Otherwise, I'd do that. I have to wait for a bigger streamer to play Dusk. Eeks. I haven't played Apex Legends in a while. It's probably the best battle royale out there, but it's still a battle royale. I have a lot of fundamental problems with Apex that prevent me from enjoying it. Which... again, it's stuff that I've written for a main video, and I would like to have out at some point. But I was talking earlier about initiation in games, and I like games that let you aggro, and it doesn't punish you for playing stupid. Or not stupid, but it doesn't punish you for just going balls in. Apex, it seems like a game that rewards you for playing on the defense. For catching other people that fuck up, as opposed to... just running at him. That's not to say there isn't an initiation in Apex, but every time I saw gameplay of Apex, the late game was always someone sitting in a house waiting for someone to come to them. And there was that girl with the electric fences, and she put fucking 9 of them down everywhere. It's been a while. I haven't played in some time, so this could all be different. But it seemed like a lot of the game eventually came down to waiting for the other person to fuck up. Which is the same problem I had with Overwatch. The whole problem I had with GOATs and why I stopped playing was the meta became not, let's make something happen, it's, let's wait for them to fuck up. It's why I don't like holding last 5 CP in TF2, for a more relevant example. Because you sit on Engineer and Heavy and you wait for the attackers to fuck up. And that's the game. I don't like that kind of gameplay where you're not making things happen, you're waiting for things. If that's changed in Apex, or if that will change, I would be more receptive to Apex, to playing it myself. But as it is, that kind of prevented me. And that's why I talk up Titanfall 2 all the time, because that game is entirely initiation. That's why I recommend it to people over Apex. I've not played King of the Hat. Haven't heard of it. Oh. I know I have the fire, I forget. Maybe wait till Dusk goes on sale to host a revival. That's true. If it ever went free, even for a weekend, I would definitely want to try that. I don't know how Dusk multiplayer would play, like if it's balanced, but I do know I really enjoyed the movement of that game. Damn, it went dead silent. I still never used Blood Punch. Slowdown time, I'm kind of bored of slowdown mechanics, to be honest. Which, coming from a, a JoJo fan, I know, shocking. That looks useful. I'm gonna get the longer glory kill. Would you say fighting games are more of a wait for a fuck up or initiate kind of game? It depends on the game, right? Because Melee, I know, is very initiation-based, and that's why a lot of the meta surrounds around fast characters. And that's why people don't really like fighting Jigglypuff or Ice Climbers, to my knowledge. Smash Ultimate, I don't keep up with the meta. I don't know if it's initiation-based, but I never felt like when I play Smash that I'm waiting for them to fuck up. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for me to make things happen. I don't play more contemporary fighting games these days, and I was never good at anything like Skullgirls or Guilty Gear, so I can't chime in there. I would say it's situational. I think fighting games are inherently designed to be initiation-based, and it's usually the ones that aren't that are the bad games. Like, the good fighting games are ones that reward you for initiating. FUNKe, apparently in Ultimate Camping is current dominant meta. Well, there you go. If you needed an example. I haven't looked at a tier list in Ultimate in a while, so I know that Zero Suit was up there for a while, and I more or less main Zero Suit. I didn't feel like she was campy. Then again, I suck at her, so maybe I'm using her wrong. I played Brawlhalla for a little while. I don't know what that scene's like, but it seemed well-rounded 3 years ago. Brawlhalla is terrible now. You hate to hear it. What else have I played? I can't think of many others. I haven't played online Super Smash Flash, but I used to play that in school. It's not really irrelevant to this discussion, though. Fighter Z. I get my ass kicked with initiators every time I play it, so I... But who knows? All I know is everyone that plays fighting games hates campers. Actually, this is relevant. Corey put out a video on YouTube recently. It's called Playing Fast versus Playing Slow. I would recommend it. Corey is like a fighting game essay channel. Really good. But they talked about... What was it? Ken camping in Street Fighter? I think it was. How there are certain... It just went through different specific textbooks examples of people playing the game slow and playing it fast. I think, who was it? Justin Long is a fighting game player who excels in tilting other people by intentionally just waiting. Just waiting and defending and blocking. And everyone hates fighting it, but it's an effective strategy because a good defense can beat a good offense if done correctly. Yeah, the Ken flowchart. Again, I recommend the Corey video, but there's this thing, it's like a meme, I suppose, called the Ken flowchart, where Ken players can have a certain strategy that's so simple it fits onto like a single piece of paper. And it's just a flowchart of basically defend and wait for an opening to punish. Where no matter what you're thinking of doing, it ends with just wait for a punish, I think. I would recommend the whole channel. But it could explain this discussion better than I could. What do you think of Metroidvanias? Again, I'm not the guy to answer, because I've played maybe 3 of them. I've finished maybe 3 of them. I've played more, but I like the formula. I've enjoyed every Metroidvania I've played. Which is, again, Metroid Prime, all of the Bloodstained games, and like 4 hours of Hollow Knight. And I guess The Messenger, but I didn't like the second half of that game. They basically just rehashed all of the content, and they added the time gimmick. It wasn't fun for me. Metroidvanias are fun, but you have to be a certain kind of gamer to enjoy it. There's a lot of backtracking, and in the lesser, well-designed ones, it's not fun to backtrack. I liked Hollow Knight. I feel a need to reiterate this every time it comes up. I enjoyed Hollow Knight. I just could not, for the life of me, progress, no matter how much I Googled around. And now it's been so long that I just don't remember the game. It would feel weird to pull up without restarting. I don't know if you would count it, but there are 2D Dark Souls games, like Blasphemous, Dead Cells, I guess if you count it. There's another one I always forget the names of them. Death's Gambit. I like that game. If you count those as Metroidvania, because, I mean, Dark Souls is kind of... It's kind of like the modern Metroidvania when you think about it. I like those games. I would argue that I like the Dark Souls formula more than I do Metroidvania. Specifically because Dark Souls is really intelligent about how it wraps the player back to old areas. Like Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, it has a lot of moments where the player naturally ends up back somewhere they were earlier, and they didn't have to run through all of the previous area to get there. Like, it just connects back. My eyes! That's the best way you can have backtracking in a game. Like, there's that area in Dark Souls, right? There's that town. I don't know the names. Early on, there's this gothic town, and later on, you end up in, like, this forest, and it turns out the forest is below the town. And you find a ladder that leads back to the earlier town. I know that's very vague, but it wraps it wraps around. So you don't backtrack through shit you've already seen. Blighttown? No, you're thinking Dark Souls 1. Blighttown does wrap around back technically, but it's weird. It's like only on the top level, right? And later on when you get to that ladder or that elevator, Blighttown's not a good example just because Blighttown in itself is so unfun. In Dark Souls 1. Anyways, my point was it's kind of a modern Metroidvania. So I guess, yes, I do like those games. Undead Settlement? Undead Settlement. I can't remember which one that is. Is that the Boneyard from DS1? Or are you talking something DS3? It's the second place you get to in DS3. Right after the parry boss. Okay, I think I know what you mean. Honestly, I would almost recommend Dark Souls over a Metroidvania, like a conventional one. But they're different tastes. I'm not gonna say you could play Dark Souls 3 and then not enjoy Castlevania. Or take your pick. I like how they just stop mid-run. Hold on, I've been in this room a while. I think I need to 86 the Metroid talk for a sec while I frag Night Flurry. Have you played Shadow Warrior 2? I haven't. I played Shadow Warrior Visceral Cleanup, where you go around cleaning up a dojo with a mop. That's a great game. I haven't played Shadow Warrior though. Least favorite demon to fight? There hasn't been anything that annoying to me yet. Honestly. I mean, I don't know. Thoughts on roguelikes? They're making Rogue Legacy 2. That got announced like yesterday, I think. I was like interested in Rogue Legacy 1, but there was a lot to be desired. But just if you didn't know, that's kind of some news. It's one of my favorite genres. Binding of Isaac was one of my earliest Steam games that I got super into. Maybe not one of my earliest games, but one that I put a lot of time into. My favorite roguelike is probably Nuclear Throne, but that's with the stipulation that I was never very good at it. There have been a lot of good innovations in roguelikes. Immortal Redneck kind of got slept on because that's sort of a streamer game, but I had a lot of fun playing Rogue Legacy. If you're not a streamer, it might be a little more homogeneous. You should lower the difficulty. Thanks for the input. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're looking out for me. Hades is a roguelike that's relatively new. I haven't played it, but it caught my eye. It seemed fun. Dead Cells is a roguelike Metroidvania, I believe. I've only played a little, but that was a fun one too. Good art style. Good presentation. Dead Cells, I didn't play it for a lot, but I do have to give it presentation props. I'm almost there. If someone paid you $100 and asked you to play Hunt Down the Freeman to the end, would you do it? No. I don't think that game is $100 worth of fun, to be honest. Also, I haven't even really played the original Half-Lives to begin with, so to go blind into that... honestly, I think I'd respectfully pass. It's complicated, Goblin. No, it's not really... It's not that I don't upload because I don't have inspiration. What I do is I have a Google Doc that's just basically bullet points of different video topics I'd like to make. And I've got a couple of pages of salvageable ideas. It was more just personal stuff. Plus, the longer you wait, the more you kind of have to reaffirm to yourself like what your vision of projects is. Which is why I've been doing more FUNKe stuff right now than I have the main. Any weird dreams? My dream last night, I might get a little laughed at for this one, but I was in a hallway full of doors, and each door had the name of a video game on it. There was one with, like, Dark Souls, one with Doom. Do you want to know which door I entered? It was a door that had Undertale written across the front of it. I don't even remember what was inside of the door. There was a TF2 door. I'm just listing examples. I saw an Undertale door, and I don't know why. This wasn't a lucid dream. I didn't really have control. I just entered the Undertale door. I remember seeing a lot of blue, but I don't know what happened. It was quite the gamer dream. Otherwise, nothing too crazy, I wouldn't say. I shouldn't have even said anything. Wow, FUNKe, it really says a lot of you that you didn't go into the TF2 door. Is that mental confirmation that FUNKe hates TF2? Because he didn't choose that door? There wasn't a Titanfall 2 door. I would have chosen that one in a heartbeat. I'm still in this room, and I haven't even died. It's just a super long room. Spoke too soon. I would hope there's like a checkpoint halfway through that. FUNKe, you were in my dream last night. There was this World of Horror event in real life, and you were on the loudspeaker explaining everything. Well, yeah, the FUNKe studies are actually just me pre-planning for when the actual apocalypse happens. That's why I chose World of Horror for a video. Just once the world goes to shit, I figure I may as well be ready to stand on the soapbox. When's the last time you even played Titanfall 2? Technically yesterday, but that was just to test whether or not my blister would hurt, and It was, in hindsight, a really bad game to pick. I cried a little bit. Otherwise, I don't know, it's been like a month or two. I don't boot up Titanfall 2 that much. But that's just because it's a game I can sink a lot of time into, and I don't really get anything else done if I do that. Yeah, I should have saved the power-up. You saying that you don't believe in me? That I can't do this on my own? A lie malicious. Thank you. How do you guys feel about... Never mind, I'm not going to bring up the dream again. I was talking about roguelikes earlier. I was trying to explain how Dark Souls are just like 3D Metroidvanias, but I think I lost everyone. Also, I've been in this room for like 40 minutes, so don't want to brag or anything. Funk, would you become a commentary channel? Damn. You know, I'd really have to think of... Maybe I could bring back the Wind Waker avatar. Start doing commentaries again. I think given recent events, that's a great idea. I'm sure that won't backfire. I finally escaped the stigma and you're trying to pull me back in? When you think about it, streams are kind of just... They're kind of just commentaries, but with filler. And I mean, I drop 10-minute rants about random bullshit on stream, so all I have to do is start clipping it and shipping it. I need to thank you for the Class of 3000 video. I'm glad people remember it. No problem. I'm surprised that people don't really talk about that show. I made a video about this old 2000s cartoon for those a little lost. It was a great little show. To be fair, I live near Atlanta, so that show, since it takes place in Atlanta, I'm a bit more predisposed to care about it, I guess, than most people would be. I was in that generation, like Kappa Mikey, Class of 3000. There was just this span in the 2000s of not bad TV shows, but no one really talks about them. You know, they get slept on over Adventure Time or Steven Universe. Which is fair, they're good shows. I don't know what the hell just happened with that camera. I think I boundary broke for a second. Kappa Mikey good. Kappa Mikey decent. Someone should make a review on it. Kappa Mikey was... It was promising, but it came too early. It was... I'm not going to get into it, but it was like a United States cartoon kind of riffing on anime culture. But this was back when all you really had was Naruto. So it didn't really... It went over a lot of people's head, because I don't think anime culture quite hit the States yet. Thanks, Nebula. Like, if that show had shipped today, it might have a bit more of a cult following. I just can't get out! Maybe going in backwards was a bad idea. I've been doing everything backwards my whole life, it feels like. I don't know any better. Yeah, they didn't use the premise well. Have you read JoJolion? I stopped at chapter 30. I love Araki, but he is about as directionless as I am when I play a Metroidvania. Oh, I'll leave it. There are like 100 chapters, and every time I hear people talk about JoJo, they're like, still don't know what the fuck's happening. I haven't prayed play, but I did watch a video essay on the glue gun. There's a gun in Prey that actually is a pretty smart design, where you spit little blobs of goo on the wall and you can use it to, like, parkour. It's actually quite interesting. I can't remember who made it, but I'd recommend that. honestly, I'm not gonna say it quite yet, but if Araki had stopped after 7, man, I could talk up JoJo as a whole so much. 8 kind of complicates it. It's like, yeah, he hit his peak, now he's kind of like weird. Now he's like kind of at his average again. I don't know. I won't get into it. Thanks, Bomb. Heart Song's best Weezer song? That's a divisive statement. I don't know how many people here have heated opinions about Weezer, but welcome. It's underrated. It's a great song. It's a Weezer song that's written where every single lyric is a reference to a band that Rivers likes. It's like actually very tightly compact. It's almost a writing feat. Like, it takes skill as a musician to be able to write that many lyrics about just random artists. I have a deep respect for that. Sonically, it's like, it's nice. It's fun. I feel like it didn't quite hit what he wanted it to be. But that's just getting into pretentious music reviewer territory. Thanks, Sour. That album has a lot of acoustic guitar, though, which I'm a personal fan of. So, points for that, if alone. That didn't quite work as planned. Can you sing Wonderwall? What's Wonderwall? Is that a stand? Technically Oasis is, I think. I thought Greatest Man was an imitation song. No. So, The Greatest Man That Ever Lived was a Weezer song meant to sonically imitate other bands. It's basically them covering different band styles. Heart Song, I know this is like very funk, but Heart Songs is a Weezer song singing about other bands. They're kind of companion pieces. It's very nuanced. I have a... Whoa. I actually majored in Weezer in college, so I can't explain it without giving you a lot of preemptive classes. There's a lot to learn. But basically, they're different. What the fuck is a Weezer? How do I put it into gamer terms for all the people who don't know what I'm talking about? What's a game that is, like, both good and bad at the same time? Like a love-hate... Like a game that everyone respects, but they also hate all of the decisions they make. I don't know why, but I probably should have expected these responses in chat. Mario? Nah. I mean, yeah, Mario did have kind of a Weezer phase in the 2010s. But yeah, TF2. God damn it, Weezer is the TF2 of music. It makes so much sense that I like them now. I thought of saying League of Legends, but it seems like no one actually unironically likes that game. Even the people that have 10,000 hours seem to genuinely unironically despise it, yet they still play it. So I don't think that's a good example. People actually like Weezer. You could argue Weezer's kind of the DMC of music. Like, they put out a good one every few years, but there's just so many bad albums. League is addicting. Oh, I get it. I never played League, but I did have a Smite phase. I uninstalled Smite. I can't let it consume me anymore. But I understand now why MOBA games people seem to both hate and love. Because you like the concept of the game, you just hate playing with other people. And you hate the balance. But conceptually, you know that there's a good game deep down in a MOBA. Smite's amazing. I liked it. It takes like 50 hours to unlock competitive play, and I stopped at level 29. One level short. Just got tired of it. What do you think of the Google Pac-Man game? The Google Pac-Man? I don't know what you're referring to. The only Pac-Man game I know, aside from the arcade one, is like the GameCube game. And all I know of the GameCube Pac-Man game was that I would go over to one of my neighbor's houses as a kid and watch him play it. And this is the kind of kid that would sit out on his driveway in his underwear eating peanut butter out of a jar. Just to give you an idea of who I was watching play this game. So, I have mixed opinions. He was a strange kid. I could tell stories about that kid all day. One time he called 911, and no one in the cul-de-sac knew why. This kid just called 911 for fun, and a bunch of cruisers showed up in our cul-de-sac. And he got so scared that he ran into the woods. Because we had like a creek and a whole, you know, just like we had a whole wood section behind the houses. This kid called 911, then hid in the woods. And they had to look for him. He would do shit like this just every week. One time I left my bike just out in our front yard, because this is a neighborhood where everyone knew each other. And this kid, he came up to my house, dropped his bike where mine was, and took mine. And when we went to his house and asked why he swapped our bikes, he said he thought we wouldn't notice. My bike was red and his was black. They were entirely different models of bikes. And he was over the age of 14, by the way. This isn't an 11-year-old. He was a strange kid. I last saw him when he was, I want to say like maybe 19, 20. He was still strange, but I don't know. It was a brief encounter. But he was a weird kid. He threatened to beat up my older brother with a spoon once. A wooden spoon. Like we would hang out. One of our neighbors had a trampoline, and there was just like a quarrel. And this kid got in like such an argument with my brother that he came back with a wooden spoon. And he has like a super redneck accent, right? And he was like, if you don't stop that, I'm gonna kick your ass with this. And he held it up menacingly. And my brother is like twice the size of him, by the way. This kid was like 130 pounds and my brother was like 170. Sounded a little like Bobby Hill. Yeah. He was a strange... It was a strange time. How do you not have a southern accent if you lived in the South? I don't know. My genuine theory, and I know this is like super fucking dorky, but a lot of my younger years, I grew up watching YouTube commentators. Particularly like Star and Germa type people, right? I think I heard them more than I did my family. So I developed a Midwestern accent. Which, now that I say it out loud, is almost sad. A man so deprived of his family and physical worlds, he developed a Midwestern accent. I can't even really fake a Southern accent. I don't know why, it just didn't really rub off on me. I'm sorry for any Southern viewers, I promise I grew up in Georgia. Just didn't click for me. I don't mind. I'm not too broken up that I didn't get a Southern accent. Trust me, no harm lost. I'm not saying I should have developed a Boston accent. I just mean that, especially because I started doing YouTube, and when you get into this business, you kind of start off by kind of trying to imitate people. So my mannerisms are not Southern, is my point. Man, I should have watched like European YouTubers. I could have developed an accent that picks up chicks, but I just now I have a generic American face and a generic American voice. Welcome everyone to my Twitch stream of DOOMe Eternal. It's hard to sell these days. You can find that anywhere. Yeah, at least with the Lisp I had something. Now the Lisp is gone. I could fake the Lisp. I could bring the Lisp back. Be my claim to fame. Talk like that more. If you say so. I can do it. I never had braces either, which is just even less reason to talk like that. Just have a weird tongue. Just have a fat tongue. I could become an anime girl. I don't know. I feel like that's oversaturated now too. I had my chance. I got 1 million YouTube views, but I don't think I could become a VTuber. It's been so long. People have actually claimed all of the anime girl faces that I once used, so I'd have to commission my own. And I don't know if I'm ready to commit to having a waifu Sona. So, we're good. This room is still going. I haven't gotten the Twitch Prime. What is it, the unicorn Doom skin? I did unlock the Barbarian Doom, I believe. Now that you can see it in single player. Oh, by the way, you can play Half-Life Alyx without VR now. People figured out how to do it. It's not relevant, I just figured. I'm gonna be here a while. So, just a fun little fact. I don't think it's entirely playable. You have to, like, Impulse 101 every map to get all your weapons. But people found a way to run Alyx just pancake mode. People also figured out how to emulate Animal Crossing. I'm not promoting that. I could probably get in trouble for saying that. But that's just, like, your news this week. I own a Switch, and I don't condone it. All I'm saying is it's an interesting week for people playing games unintentional ways. I'm not surprised that it happened. I'm surprised it happened so fast. I would have figured it would have been at least like 3 weeks. Also, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it just purely for gameplay. It's a VR game. Oh, I love my garden gnome. Someone gave me a garden gnome in AC, but I actually replaced it. I popped a balloon and I found an anatomical model of a human body. And it's cut open to basically be half muscle tissue, half skin, and you can see the stomach. Like the opening to meet the medic. So I moved the garden gnome, and now when you enter my town, my island, You just see an anatomical model of a human being. And I'm hoping that'll keep away the Marauders. I've been sending you 2 gnomes every day. Yeah, I don't open my mail in Animal Crossing until I stream, just so, like, I can... It's like a big unboxing event. I haven't streamed it in, like, 4 days, and I have, like, 30 things in my fucking inbox. And they're all from, like, 3 people. Stop mailing me shit. It's going to take 3 hours to open my mailbox alone. I don't need anything else. Please, I'm begging you, stop giving me stuff. We're good. Sorry. No, don't get me wrong. I'm happy. I will open all of it. It's just, there's so much. There's a stream archive. It's not like an official one. Sinister runs it. But there is a FUNKe VODs. Oh, I am so done with this room, man. I want to be gone. This room is DOOMe Eternal. I'm trying to finish it. I promise I'm trying to finish it. Well, it's not run by me. I mean, Sinister's been around as long as I've been streaming. It's, for all intents and purposes, the place to go. But it's like, it's not run by me. So it's not official. Not that I don't trust Sinister, it's just, all it takes is like 1 day for me to talk, like, let me... I could give DOOMe Eternal a 4 out of 10, and if Sinister wanted to, he could just upload he could snip out all of the incriminating things I've said and upload a highlight and just ruin me. Upload porn to the channel. So, I gotta keep my eye on him. You sure? Well, now I don't know. I just keep forgetting to use the double barrel. I'm glad that demon just sat and waited for me. Very nice of him. This room never ends. I feel like I need to do something. I'm 13 HP. I tried to chainsaw with a rocket launcher. I don't want to do it again. I genuinely don't want to play this level again. Can I go play Doom 2 instead? I don't want to do it again. I really genuinely don't. I'm not having fun. If only I had like 30 abilities that I've just been neglecting to use, like an ice bomb. I don't even know how to go back to my ship. How do I call my mom to pick me up and bring me home? I can't play Doom 2 because that just means I won't progress in the actual game. I need to actually beat this game. Play Animal Crossing. It would be less stressful on my blisters if I did that. You guys won't think less of me if I do this, right? Trick question, I don't care if you think less of me. Rhetorical question, you can't think less of me. Physically not possible. Babby mode. Did I just forget about that? It's the only way to make up for my actions. Nightmare mode. It's the only way to win back your respect. This is a terrible idea. What do you think of the band Muse? I like them. I know that Muse is kind of one of those bands that got too popular to be cool to like, but I like them. I don't know their discography extensively. I think Bliss is a banger. I died. Anyone that gives you shit for liking Muse is a music snob. Gorillaz is up there for me. I don't know if it would be hard to say if it's top 10 for me, but Gorillaz historically is a favorite band of mine, I would say. Which, I mean, I would go as far to say Damon Albarn is one of my favorite musicians. So that kind of extends to Blur as well. Yeah, I'm a fan of Hatsune Miku for non-weeaboos. I like them. I mean, I could go on about how their newer stuff is a little beyond my wheelhouse, but I think everyone already knows that discussion. It's getting stressful. I think Gorillaz is currently on an upwards resurgence, if anything. It seems like Damon has a better idea. My thing about Gorillaz is I just want Jamie Hewlett to have a bit more input. The illustrator, the guy that does the artwork. There was a several album phase where they would do one music video and maybe one gimmicky thing, and like that's it. But I thought a big part of their identity was Jamie Hewlett, and that kind of got lost. So as long as he gets some cred, I'm on board with whatever they do, genre-wise. Thoughts on Desolé? It's not really a thought, but the whole song, I actually thought the lyrics was, "That's a lake." I didn't see the name of it, I just clicked on Desolé, and I kept wondering, why is... It's a little lazy that all the lyrics are, "That's a lake. That's a lake." The whole music video is on a lake. I thought it made sense, but it was weird. It's not like a banger. It's not, you know, top 10, but I liked it. Just for now. I'm kind of just hitting M1 until everything's dead. No, one more. Fuck, couldn't make it. Please go on another rant, bro. It doesn't work like that. You gotta spark the interest. Do you think I just sit here with a Google Doc of miscellaneous subjects to rant about? It doesn't seem to be helping me here either. Every time I get heated about a topic, I die. Overwatch? Nah. You're not gonna get it out of me. I'm waiting for Valorant. I have no opinion. Have I gotten the sword? No. Sky Noon? What do you want me to rant about Sky Noon? I think that game got hyper slept on, and it's kind of frustrating because it was a really fun party game. I think I'm biased because Sky Noon is literally just Super Smash Bros. And TF2, that old mod, which I played the fuck out of that when I was younger. But it didn't have marketing. I don't know if they had any streamers or YouTubers play Sky Noon. It didn't seem like it got talked about. It just appeared and then it was gone. Which is a damn shame. I'm not gonna say there was competitive potential to Sky Noon. It didn't seem like that. It seemed like much more of a fistful of frags game than it was a esport. Does FUNKe still lisp? I do on command, but otherwise it doesn't really come out. Honestly, I think streaming is what helped get rid of it. Because when I started streaming, everyone would talk shit at me in my chat. So I was much more aware. If you think that a lisp is like a cute, what do you call it, personality trait, and you're like, oh man, I bet it was fun growing up. It's not. Every single time I went out of the house with my mom, every time I talked was followed by, it's not shh. I tell you, the amount of times I told my dog to shit down, it's a little embarrassing. But it was more of a problem than it was a quirk. Just speak right. I mean, that's kind of it. The whole thing is just that when you're a kid, you use your tongue wrong. I don't remember what it was, but I like my tongue would... It would touch the top of my mouth, I think, was the problem. So I would talk like this. Like I have dentures. But enough about me. No, would it inflate? Would my tongue just randomly inflate? You're talking about my tongue like it's a My Hero quirk that I have to gain control of. Like just from the age 8 forward, my tongue would randomly... Fuck. I had to go to a training course to learn how to deflate it. No, that wasn't a part of the issue. Jesus, I am blowing gaskets right now. Quirk balloon tongue. What would it be called if it was a JoJo stand? Technically, there is a tongue stand. What was that? Something... Flaming Lips, I think? Talking Heads. I was thinking of a band. I can't think of a famous rock song that involves the word tongue. "99 Red Balloons." I get it. Welcome to the Funk stream. I dream of coming up with my own stand. Pretty groundbreaking stuff over here. Of a non-delusional man. These are some good suggestions. Tongue twister, scissor sister. I'll write these down in case mine ever awakens. And it's just like a walking tongue. Tongue by REM. I do have options. I know I'm gonna get shit for putting on micro missiles, but it hasn't failed me before. That has to be it. Oh. Well, I'm glad I fixed the stutter issue, if only for this area. The amount of flicking I have to do with this mouse. Oh my god, there's a little... Doom Guy canonically destroys tables just by touching them. It sounds like an anger issue. Micro missiles are great. I'm glad someone agrees. I'm telling you, man, I can't remember the name of it. That Titanfall weapon that just shoots out 4 quick shots. I've learned from using it. Yeah, the Cold War. Second best weapon in that game. Oh, I was looking for more tables to destroy. This is probably a bad priority. Oh my god. I'm going to die. I already know that I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm genuinely running, I'm trying to get 3 seconds of safety so I can think. I think I have to use my clutch gimmick, which is the turret. Ugh. I forget where the double barrel is. There it is. No. I haven't been keeping an eye on the timer, but I've definitely spent upwards of an hour in this one room, and I'm starting to go a little crazy. And to make matters worse, I've spent all day in my own room, just because I can't leave the house legally. So I've been in a room all day, while in a room all day, on 2 levels of social isolation, and it's starting to get to me. But it just seems like no matter how much I chainsaw, no matter how much I flamethrower, they keep respawning. Please. Oh my god. Is it done? I see the potential of a checkpoint. Oh my god, where? Get me the fuck out of here! I'm done. No, I'm good, we're good. Fuck. I've got a dentist appointment. Actually, I did have a haircut appointment like 2 days ago, and it got canceled. Take a wild guess why. So, I don't want to alarm anyone. I know people were getting upset with me back when I was growing the hair out. It might be unintentional this time. Because I literally can't get a haircut. Maybe I could, but it's not with my normal person. It's okay, I hit the checkpoint, right? I would have ended this stream unironically if I had to do that again. It's first playthrough for me. I was hoping to beat this game under 20 hours, but at this rate, it's not looking up. Long-haired gang? Nah. I tried it once, and it was honestly more work than it was worth, I found. If it works for your, like, head shape, then more power to you. I already have such a round face that the long hair doesn't work too well. But I also have, like, I have super thin girl hair. It gets greasy too fast for that kind of thing. Without having to do a lot of upkeep. I wouldn't recommend it, but more power to you if you do it. Not 100%ing secrets? Oh yeah, I'm kind of in a mood to move forward right now is all. Titan deployed? Bro, I'm playing Legion. Okay, that's it, the last joke.
First target destroyed.
Big gun go.
To destroy the remaining tentacle.
Yeah, I need to flame belch. Okay, so I can still shoot that in here. Good to know. This feels very Doom 2016-y. If only because I left off my replay in that internal area. Is FUNKe a midget or normal height? So weirdly, specifically phrased question. Do I look like I would be extensively short? I am of average stature, thank you. Yes. Look. Hello. We've been over this. I'm 6'2". When I put on my shoes. I think if you convert, I'm 169 centimeters. No, wait. I'm like 180... 181? Or whatever you fucking Europeans use. Whatever 5'9.5" is. Man, you never see the lower half of me anyways. It's not your business. It won't be another hour. I can handle this, I'm sure. Can't be that bad. Oh, I am speed. I wonder if this stacks with the glory kill speed boost. I would love for it to. Well, if you calculate the numbers, and it took me roughly 45 minutes to beat one enclosed area, and there's, say, 30 more enclosed areas in the game, then I should be able to beat it in less than a week of non-stop streaming, right? Mathematically. So, it's pretty fast for me. I gotta be honest, I was not a big fan of the enclosed, you know, hack and slash sections of 2016. And I know that's Doom, but I was hoping for this one they would maybe sway against that in favor of more, I don't know, interactive combat segments. This starts to weigh thin. Belly button reveal. It'll coincide with the third nipple reveal. You'll see both at the same time. That's at 500 Twitch subs, I believe. How much for feet pics? That one, DM me. I need to clip my toenails first. I can send you them if you want. But again, DM me. I'm surprised there aren't more moving platforms in these segments. I don't remember that being something too present in 2016. Just all stationary. Yeah, no, it'll be easy. With my... Rip voice. Oh no! Still? Still? We're good? No, you know, just intermittently breaking my microphone, I guess. The soundtrack does kind of make up for all of this time spent, but I don't know. I think this is a game I would beat in one sitting if not for just each one of these, like, takes off 3 hours of me wanting to play the game. Or today. Literally, it takes 3 hours for me to beat these, which I guess is a personal issue. I guess part of it is that they're not really introducing any new demons at this point. Which, it makes sense, it's halfway through the game. But I remember when this game was getting advertised, they were talking up how many new demons and how different the gameplay would be. But it's... I don't know, aside from the... They will. We'll see. I think my mic has COVID. Hold on. So I was in this... No, that one was intentional. Wait, you guys didn't hear the story? Oh. Another time. Another time. It should be fixed. I think I understand my issue now. It's that I keep fire burning demons that are already dead. Is there anything in 16 that you think is better than Eternal? I don't think so. I don't even think it's better. The pacing of 16 seemed a bit more consistent. Whereas this game, you kind of go from moving through areas to being stopped a bit more than 16 did. But to be fair, it's been a while since I've beaten 16, so maybe even that's not entirely true. Have you filed your taxes? I was in the process, but it actually got delayed. So, we'll see. I think YouTubers technically, what is it? If you're self-employed, you qualify for that free money. But I'm sure you have to still file your taxes before they Venmo you it like a cheap hooker. I earn enough to pay taxes? Yeah, I know, it surprises me too with my activity. But I'm around with a lot of sources. Is the Hotel story a real one or just an inside joke? No, it's a real story. I keep telling it, but no one ever remembers it. Funk, play us a song. Normally I'd oblige with a guitar joke, but again, I have blisters. I literally can't touch a guitar right now without crying. So, maybe tomorrow. Do it. No. Fuck, are you telling me I have nothing? Well, I didn't die on that area, surprisingly. You come to me. Oh my god, this is so painful. This gives me flat. Oh my god, this is like going through the tunnel of love in Left 4 Dead. But worse, you can't jump. And at least I had friends when I went through that one to take the deaths for me. Are you telling me? Okay. Need my ammo. Yoink. Bye-bye. This is a bad idea. Oh, and I'm out of ammo, too. Alright, I'm going to pause for a second while I panic and try to think of a plan. Never mind. Okay, here's my plan. Do it better this time. Piano? I mean, I could, but I don't. I'm terrible at playing piano. This shit's just for show, dude. If I need keys, then what would you say? Record them on MIDI. On my program. Beatbox. Oh, wow. Please? Please what? Piano? No joke for you. What's your program? Ableton Live. It crashes less than Vegas or Premiere, so that's all I need in a program. We just killed each other. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. Hold on, I could... Oh shit, I don't have the thing for it. It hurts to touch anything with this hand. Melodica, yeah, we're going full plastic beach with this. That isn't a piano. A melodica is kind of like a pocket piano. It's like the Switch of pianos. I need to stop preemptively jumping in here. Listen, I can't actually improv on piano. I know chords. I can give you like a... That one's not a chord. And chords aren't impressive, by the way. You just have to know where to put 3 fingers. Inverted chords. Now you're getting somewhere. Play Josuke's theme. I can't play it, but I'll try to play it as poorly as possible. There's a reason I stick to guitar, alright? Door. I don't know Dora's melody. It's do 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 do. Like weirdly, if you change the key, it would be a Mario song. That's what I know of his theme. I wanted to grapple back up. No, I don't have the pussy ability that lets you survive death. Moda. I also don't have the game reviewer armor or the minigun shield. The rocket launcher is clearly not helping me, though. I'm gonna hold off on the shotgun. I keep using it to try and get through here. It's not doing me any good. I know that it's there, I just... Uh-oh. 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 Be decisive, Justin! Okay, I have some time to think here. Oh, I lost my minigun. This is like as safe as I can play it. Fuck! It's literally all I have is a shotgun! The one thing that could kill me at short range. Aside from an ice grenade. If you master the heavy cannon, you can shoot basically infinite micro missiles. Well, tempt me. Yeah, I could have gotten ammo from some of them. Just didn't. Whoa. I have to really stop and foreplan here, so I think I got it. I don't got it. First thing I did was pull out the rocket launcher. It worked. We're good. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I think the real question is a streamer answering that question content? You could make the same argument back and forth. How do you think the closed-off rooms compare to DMC? I think they're better than DMC, but that's just because DMC is... It's not nearly as vertical. At least with Doom, you can, you know, parkour. DMC, you're spending the whole thing on the floor. At what point does a boneless chicken wing become a chicken nugget? Probably when there's not a fucking bone inside of it. I would say 50%. Or 51%. These are the questions for the philosophers. I think Atreus talked about that in one of his Stoic lessons. Ew. Great. Yeah, this so far feels like the most Doom 2016 part of it. I honestly kind of liked 16's indoor segments more. Wasn't quite as linear. Bit short. Feel like I'm turning on GLaDOS. Referential humor. Am I gonna do a vid on Risk of Rain 2? It's a great game. I'd play it in my free time. Can't imagine there's that much to dissect about it. At this state, at least.
One moment. Override successful. The path is now clear. You can access Dr. Hayden's outpost.
It's like playing Ruckus. Once it releases its 1.0 patch, I'd have to put a lot more time into it. Man, I never keep anything off the table. But likewise, I don't foreplan that, oh, this is a fun game, I have to make a study about it. Sometimes I just want to play a game without thinking about work. Risk of Rain is kind of one of those games. It's a great game for, you know what, I'm not going to play this to try and make content. I'm just going to play a video game. Then again, it's 2020 and you need to monetize everything. Every second of your life should be to feed the market beast that is the economy. So we'll see. Stream lagging to shit. Say it ain't so. I've, up to this point, not had issues. Is Twitch dying? This appears to be sudden because for the first 2 hours I was getting glowing results from chat saying there was no stutter whatsoever. So it's either Twitch being a bitch. No, I'm double checking everything and it seemed from my end everything is fine. Even the OBS says everything's going through fine. Funk Study got you to buy World of Horror? Right on, man. It's a fun game. It's a little hard for me to open up again just because I played it very thoroughly when making that, but it's a good game. Let me know if it remains, like, unbearably laggy. Or not even unbearably, just noticeably. I was having zero issues. You know what? I was having zero issues until Sinister got here. So I think you need to go, buddy. It's the only explanation. I don't know. It's better now. I tabbed out and back in. It's fixed. I'm doing much better than I was in the former half of this, so the being stuck... Well, never mind, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe the being stuck in a room for an hour is not quite past me. I did try the multiplayer. I got curb stomped as a monster. It's fun, though. The question is, will it become an esport? If Super Mario Maker 2 can be an actually viable esport, I don't see why Doom Eternal needs to worry. Loked. I think I'm just spoiled, but I played Ultra Kill, which is another Doom-esque that uses sliding as a mechanic, and it just verifies for me that I think sliding is a way better mechanic than dashes are. Arguably, I guess if you took off the timer from dashing, it might be better. There's a game called Bright Memory that does that, and it's kind of fun there. Have you been using the ballista? I don't know what the hell a ballista is. Are those the people that write your name incorrectly on the cup? Oh, I have nothing. Come here. When do we get a camera angles video for video games? You know, it's weird you make that. You must be making that as a joke because it's such a specific thing. But that's actually in my Google Doc of videos, I think. Cinematography. I had two. Cinematography and video games. and I briefly considered a cinematography an anime video, but I talked myself out of that one. So, I know you mean that as a joke, but I've thought about it. There was a specific show I watched that made me want to do that, but I can't remember what. I might have been watching FLCO. All I remember is I watched an anime that utilized high FOV a lot. And it was like fight-based. And I saw it and I thought, why the fuck doesn't every show switch to higher FOV? And it's because it's a bitch to animate, I bet. But it makes it way easier to, like, follow what's happening. Kill la Kill? It might have actually been Kill la Kill. I rewatched that, like, late last year. It's a good example. Don't give me ideas, you might talk me into making it. Oh. Into do.
We watched as the Horde overwhelmed the very best and most advanced machinery and weapons technology that we could muster against the opposition. It was useless.
It's nice that they're like vampires. They won't come in unless I invite them. Watching Zero Master is what made the combat in Eternal click. That's tempting. I don't want to have to watch a video to learn how to play Eternal. Then again, I had to watch a video to learn how to play TF2, so it's not really the worst thing. How do you get Twitch viewers? Are you asking me how to, or are you asking facetiously how the fuck do you get viewers? Because if you're serious, I don't know. I'm still working on it. If you're not serious, then that's fair. That's entirely valid. Mostly from people asking if I'm gonna make another video. Which I accept, that's fine, I get it. I don't have anything funny to say. I don't have anything funny to say. It's just sad. I think I'm over-reliant on my dash. I want to spam this. And what happens is I get caught in a situation where I can't dodge out of it. Because I use them. Is FUNKe an e-boy? I never thought I'd have to answer that question. I think by definition, yes, but by life philosophy, no. I'm still on UV. I briefly tried Nightmare, but it was in a room that I had been stuck in for longer than I should have. Let's just put it that way. But I should be back on it, right? Yeah? UV? FUNKe's my favorite e-boy? Oh, you clearly don't follow Sammy Classic Sonic fan. You need to know your e-boys better. I'm paying attention to this actual lore, and it's actually kind of interesting. About time for that.
They were
Jesus, I forget how fast you shred through ammo in this game. On the turret mode. I hate it.
Like a sickle through a field. His fury surpassing their own. He is faster, more relentless. I believe him now to be more than just a man. He is Doom. Elena Richardson.
Someone asked for ASMR. I got you, bro. Don't worry.
Log entry
We respect all
006,
fetishes.
February 9th,
Hold on, I can go louder.
2163.
she breathes so
The only
much.
thing we fear is him. We watched as the Horde overwhelmed the very best and most advanced machinery and weapons technology that we could muster.
It's so compressed.
It was useless. They moved too quickly. They cared not for themselves, only sought out the blood of humanity. They were willing to sacrifice their own to get to the heart of our world. We slaughtered
I don't know where to go.
thousands and millions more
I see this, but last time I had to wait for like a demon to break through the door for me. I fucked up all of my settings now. God damn it.
cut through them like
Alright, hold on. This is probably some shit I've missed. Hey, we don't kink shame. I just saw the end of Doom Guy's hand there. It broke it. Ow. Alright. Demolitions expert. Yo! Is that a reference? Demolitions expert man? Is that his full name?
Warning. All armed personnel. The mortally challenged have
Vargo
entered the
Convention
compound.
Center.
Evacuation is advised.
Oh, that's definitely closed for the next 18 to 22 months. Try using the ballista. Oh, this? Yeah, I was using it for the slice shots earlier. The master short attack. But I just... fuck it up. Oh my god. What I get for beelining, huh? Hey, Funk. Don't take that tone with me. Get to know me first.
Warning.
You start
All
off
armed
by saying H. Then the next stream you say HE.
personnel.
You build your way
The
up to a
mortally
hello.
challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
I wasn't serious. That was a bad joke. Let's just pretend I didn't say that. I don't want to have to get used to seeing H's in my chat. I guess you give it enough days, everyone will build their way up. Those are the rules. You have to add, you earn a new letter every day you watch a stream. It's kind of like a new channel point system. If you sub, the rate doubles and you get 2 new letters per day. I wonder if there's a way for me to, like, implement that with channel points.
Attention.
You're really gonna
Emergency
skip that
protocol
combat
center
pussy?
activated. Please Exit the facility now.
I'm not skipping the combat, pussy. I'm circling around. I'm doing everything backwards.
My God, Dr. Hayden was convinced that you would come here for this.
Finally, a familiar face, a fellow soy boy. Fill me in. Kind of looks like Get a Whale.
Can I just say that it is an honor for me, personally, to meet you?
Eight.
Attention. Emergency.
If you turn the 8 sideways, you've done it infinity times, Mora.
Exit the facility now.
We don't know how to access his main cortex. It's all alien.
Oh, this guy's probably unimportant largely to the story.
We have to, prepare for his
It's like a throw-out character.
extraction. We were given specific orders.
Oh,
His life signal is barely readable.
Warning. Demonic presence.
I have a Bastion skin that looks like that.
Laboratory.
Everything I know of this guy is from memes. Like a lot of people going into Animal Crossing with Isabelle. I don't know anything about him actually.
Opening the portal now.
That ain't Doom Guy.
You were never one of us.
I think I'm Doom Guy's.
You were nothing but a usurper, a false idol.
This is so weird with the costume. I'm like a stunt double.
Let me help you to see, Slayer.
Hold on, I'm waiting for the cutscene to end. Okay, I think it ended. I just wanted to be extra certain that I could actually control it. Thanks, Zolds.
Warning. All armed personnel.
All right, hold
the
on.
mortally challenged have entered
Let me do
the
some
compound.
foreplanning here.
Evacuation is advised.
Oh, I can't lock onto his shields. And he has dogs. Oh, I'm starting to remember the memes I've seen of this man. Particularly pussies who couldn't beat him. I also saw from
Warning.
Twitter that you
All
can't
armed
pet these
personnel.
dogs, which
The
is
mortally challenged
quite a
have
shame.
entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
I got him for half a second. Oh, you want to see a real boss fight here? I'm gonna beat him first try, excluding the previous one where I died. Just ignore the bad dogs biting me. This is why they couldn't add the 10th class, guys. Just wasn't balanced. I know that's like it's kind of a niche joke for anyone that saw the dog joke update, but it's probably the closest I can get to connect to this crowd. Stop posting that emote of Lazy Purple's mouth being really big. It's really eye-catching. You're spamming my chat. It's fucking me up. I guess, I mean, if you can't beat him with an active Twitch chat, then you're not a real gamer, I guess, right?
Warning. All armed personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
You're right, green means go. Shoot his green eyes. That's also a really good wave song. One of the only ones I can listen to. Hold on, Funk subs. I need you to combat it by spamming Funk lol. You have to drive them out with my own mouth. I guess Funk T would suffice as well. The problem is I think he has a lot more subs than I do, so... It's more of a game of... a battle of attrition, I guess. Oh. My new plan is clear the room. My new plan is rethink my plan. Oh, there it is. Yeah, FUNKe. Now I need someone who's both a lazy purple sub and a funk sub to put the lazy mouth next to the FUNKe, so it looks like I'm tonguing him. Is that too far? You know, forget. I didn't say anything. We're good. Just
all ARC personnel.
How about just no emotes?
Have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
I can say with certainty that's the worst thing that's come out of my mouth in the last 2-3 hours. Ooh. I'm starting to understand why Reddit hates this fight so much. What's this fucking TP bullshit? What is this 200 ping lag? I didn't realize I was playing on a server. Hold on, I think I know what I need to do here. That should help.
The mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation.
I could handle, like, going through this fight. It's not knowing how effective my shots are, or what his health is, that I think really kills me. King Crimson. I get that reference. None of the weapons I like to use, I can't. They're all things that make me stop in place. Funk, you're salty. I thought you said I was softy for a second. I can handle salty. But I am the furthest thing from a soft streamer. What if you could, like, cheese him? It's a maybe. Okay, I think my experimentation is complete. I have a good read of him now. The practice run is over. Oh, don't tell me it's a fucking Undertale fight. You have to wait for his eyes to go red and that's your opening. That's it, isn't it? That shit right there. I like how he runs at you like he's an Oblivion NPC that just went aggro. Stop! You violated the law! I didn't pay the fine, so I died. Yes, it is. Yeah, of course it is.
All ARC personnel. The mortally challenged.
Green means shoot.
Evacuation is advised.
It's such a small window. Oh, oh! Seems like you can predict it. I lost all of my, like, heavy shots, though. Don't you dare post 177013 in my chat. There are a few things that I would consider banned. That right there, that's pushing it. Bad dog. That's definitely it. No, that's not best Weezian.
Warning. All
For the last time, it's Katawa Shoujo.
Evacuation is advised.
That I don't know. I haven't. I heard it from a friend. Fuck. I don't want to use all of my rockets to stun him, but I don't have time to change my shot. I guess I can chainsaw grunts. Don't worry about it. Just don't forget I said anything. We're talking about Doom. We're going full serious gamer mode, guys. I'm going from hand-based aiming to wrist-based. That's how you know I mean business. I moved my hand 3 inches forward on the mouse pad. Oh, I don't have it. Golly gee, that's the furthest I've gotten. Indistinguishable. What category does this boss fall under in your boss's video?
Warning.
Good
All
soundtrack.
armed personnel.
Solid
The
soundtrack.
mortal
The theme.
have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
Wow, it's like I'm MGing Banny. Solid soundtrack. Good. He good demeanor of a boss.
Warning. All armed personnel. The mortally challenged
Gameplay,
have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
If you consider red light, green light a boss fight, I don't know if I would give it too many points for that. Use the shotgun? But me like explodey sound. Me brain like hear explodey sound. I will. Let me use this up first. Oh, whoop. Thanks, Toast. God damn it. I was in the middle of a dash, too. Oh, whoop. I have to start, like, physically dodging. I think it'll help my, accuracy. I think this is just distracting me more than anything. Alright. I've got enough people yelling at me to not use rockets. Don't worry. I'm not entirely against getting back-seated. Why did I listen to you? Not really. I kind of ate that one. Thanks, another butter. Play the Doom 2 recreation of Desert Bus. Isn't that 24 hours long? No, that's the 7-hour one.
The mortally challenged have entered the
You know, someone made a
compound.
Desert Bus
Evacuation
TF2
is
map
advised.
where you have to cap a payload for like 7 hours straight to win. I could maybe justify that one. Just don't get hit. Just don't die.
Warning. All armed personnel. The mortally challenged
I mean, it's
have
the internet.
entered the
There's Halo
compound.
everything. There's probably a Halo
Evacuation is advised.
Doki mod. Oh, I thought you needed to have a much heavier hit to stun him. I understand. I know I should grapple at him right when he's stunned. I'm getting used to the timing. I think that was a predicted into my dash. Marauder combat tips. The Marauder is a defensive powerhouse. Stand too close, he uses shotgun. Keep him at mid-range. Counter, his eye flash green.
Warning. All
Wow.
armed personnel.
You know
The
with
mortally
certainty that
challenged have entered the compound.
the
Evacuation is
testers of this
advised.
game were getting fucked up by the Marauder. If they just straight up tell you that. Oh fuck, I trimmed myself. It's boring to watch you fail. Damn. It's almost like watching someone play Doom Eternal for the first time on... What is it?
Warning.
Am I still on Nightmare? On Nightmare mode. It's almost like you're signing up for this. But you're right, my bad. Ooh. You may not like it, but this is real life. Real life is trial and error, and if you can't face that, then I suggest you go hide from yourself a little longer. You can't face reality. This is called the eternal human struggle. This is everyday life. You don't get a more real stream than this.
Warning. All ARC personnel.
Then again, based on Hollywood, it would seem like real life isn't that marketable. So maybe you're onto something. I keep forgetting that you can shoot the dog. For some reason, I thought you couldn't damage it. If I don't beat him this attempt, I'll upload on my main tomorrow. Alright, now I really can't. You know what? Just now that I've said that, listen, I gotta give myself a little bit of leeway. I'm so confident. Hey, I didn't say it had to be a good video, okay? Just keep that in mind. Oh, fuck me. No! No! The stakes are too goddamn high right now. The stakes and my blood pressure are in a race to climb Mount Everest. Fuck. Now I just gotta play like a total bitch. Oh my god, I'm 37 HP. I got nothing. I can feel the lofty expectations as they arise. I'm not even shooting the boss anymore. It's just about delaying my death. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Just waiting for a chainsaw. Oh god. I can't look at chat. This is the one. Wow, sometimes I forget I know how to play video games. No! Oh my god, it crashed! That doesn't count! It literally, you saw me. I did nothing. I didn't Alt F4. I literally did nothing. That does not count. That does not, no sleight of hand here, okay? I don't have like a foot pedal that closes the game on command. It doesn't count. Of all the fights for it to happen, it's like during the one that I'm actually kind of standing a chance in. I think you're lying. I don't even know if you can Alt F4 this game. You can. Wow, that does not help my case. I swear I literally did nothing. I think what happened was I played the game on such a fast cognizant level, it wasn't able to keep up with me. And its protocol was just close. This guy is on a whole... He's fourth dimensioning this fight. It's the only explanation. You ripped out the cord? Then how am I still live on Twitch? I ripped out my computer cord? But, like, at the same time, I just managed to flip the flip it to like a secondary computer to keep me live. Yeah, I'm playing on Nightmare. That was an actual Nightmare attempt through this. See, it's not the fact that it crashed that hurts. It's that I have to start from the beginning of that fight. It was working. At least I know it wasn't completely fucking it up. There was a meme competition at my school. I'm just gonna stop reading right there, Winter. I'm sorry, I can't make it through the rest of this. That's as far as you're getting. How do you have a meme comp? How do you even have school right now?
All ARC personnel.
Your school needs to be closed. I'll literally get fucking thrown in jail if I leave my house and you're allowed to go to school. Hold on, just gotta double check. Okay, we're good. You know, in hindsight, that slowdown upgrade, that rune, might have been useful right about now. The deal's off. The deal's off, Chad. It doesn't count. It's a different fight. My words only applied to the last fight. It doesn't count. Had I said that it counts here, then it would. Sorry, that's just how it works.
Warning. All ARC personnel, the mortally challenged, have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
I don't have a damn clue how many stuns it's gonna take him out, but I can do it. You're at Funk, you're a bitch. I appreciate the input. I will send it to my accountants. If I'm a bitch, then you're someone that watches a bitch stream on Twitch. What does that make you? A Twitch bitch. It was like stuck in place for a second. Funk is a soy boy. Hey, I'm lactose intolerant. Almond milk's not as bad as you think it is. That's all I'm saying. This doesn't seem quite fair. I'm not allowed to do that. I drink almond milk, you based man. That's not even a joke. I'll drink almond milk. I mean, it's not not exactly soy. I'm just saying.
Warning. All ARC personnel, the mortally challenged, have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
When you think about this is kind of just a Dark Souls fight, but you're replacing the parry with a timed recoil. I can do this. Maybe I do need to, like, hedge my bets on uploading, because I was performing much better the second I gave myself a really good reason to try. More like bad streamer. But this is all pre-recorded. Even your comment is pre-recorded.
Warning. All ARC personnel, the mortally challenged, have entered the compound.
I've already beaten him. I beat him 3 days ago. I'm just showing all this preemptive footage for, you know, the hero's journey. You know, it's just a writing tool to get your viewers more interested, more invested in the character. I have to show you me losing, that way you get more invested when I finally win. I think very far ahead. Your existence is pre-recorded. There are some actual philosophical arguments that do claim that. It's mostly about the universe, like, infinitely looping around itself. Gets a little stonery. Gets a little, like, you know, ancient Romans smoking sage, but depending on your philosophical perspective... This is just Overwatch Goats meta. This is just fighting Brigitte. Do it. Not that! The other one! Stone Ocean is underrated. It is underrated. 5 gift subs if you succeed the attempt where you read this. I'm glad you added that stipulation at the end. It's just... it was well timed.
Warning.
Oh, the stakes are high.
Personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
Almost immediately lost it. I'll do this one with my eyes closed. Okay, maybe that... I'll say... No, see, that was the practice round for the eyes closed run. I just had to get used to the sensation of having my eyes closed.
The mortally challenged have entered.
I'm used to having them glued and pried open, reading the news 24/7. So I have to get used to having my eyes closed again. I don't sleep anymore. I just stare at the ceiling from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Funk's gotta do a Fortnite stream. What? You can't make up your own stipulations. That's not how this works. Fucking Dark Souls rules. Swing through a wall.
Warning. All ARC personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
You know, I still have all the channel points set up from when I did that... what was it? That TF2 stream where people get to decide, like, how I get to play. I could just re-enable that. Change the names to each weapon. That'd be an accomplishment. No, someone would just make me beat the entire thing with a plasma rifle. Alright, I'm gonna hold my breath for this one. Hold on, I gotta get it from the stomach here.
Warning. All ARC personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
Someone said I was cheating. I kept hearing myself breathe out when I turned the mic up, and it made me want to fucking laugh. Hold on. Okay, another try. I gotta get it out of my system first.
Warning. All armed personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
It's peaking. Hold on. I'm turning this up to prove that I'm not breathing in. I have to have, like, auditory evidence. So people know I'm not cheating when I do it. The problem is it's so loud you can hear everything. You can hear the neurons firing off in my brain. You can hear the lack of it.
Warning. All armed personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
I was on the swim team in high school. Plus, I still do vocal practice. I can keep it in. I feel like I play better when I do it. It's just the longer I go, the less air I have in my head.
All armed personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
I can't whisper. It makes me fucking laugh too much. Sorry, I need a second. All right. Can't do it. I can't start. I keep thinking about trying to talk while whispering, and it makes me laugh. Okay, I think that's the extent of this joke. I'm sorry. So the issue is I personally have misophonia, and I fucking hate SMAR.
Warning.
I get,
All
like,
armed personnel,
internally
the mortally
angry when I
challenged
hear
have
it.
entered the compound.
So having to
Evacuation
do it
is
to
advised.
speak, it's hard to not giggle. Sing a song while fighting him. Sounds like a terrible idea. Hold on, let me pull up the instrumental to Funk's in the Hood. Sing your outro. Trying to find something.
Warning.
Hold on, I have to make sure it's synced. Are we synced? Are we good? Do I need to do anything? We're synced? Okay.
Personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
Woke up quick at about noon. Just thought that I had to beat Marauders. Soon I gotta beat. I didn't even make it to the first chorus. God damn it. I didn't even make it to the third verse. Hold on. I gotta adjust my audio settings. Ugh.
Warning. Our personnel, the mortally challenged have entered.
Woke up quick at about noon. Just thought that I had to beat Marauders. Soon I gotta beat him, cause he's really hard. And if I don't, then he might give me scars. I keep on. Here's the thing, I have to both improvise and fight. And it's like, it's putting both parts of my brain to like fire off mode. You don't think about it. You don't think about like what part of your brain like needs to be attentive. Ugh. I don't have this shit written out, guys. No, you know what? Here's how we do the next one. I need chat to write the parody about fighting Marauder, and I'll read it out. Actually, that's a terrible idea. I'll have to look away from the screen.
Warning. All our personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound.
Woke up
Evacuation
quick
is advised.
at about noon. Just thought that I had to beat Marauders. Soon I gotta beat him, cause he's really hard. And if I don't, then he will give me scars. I'm out of ammo and I need chainsaws. I got one off, but he's gonna cut off my balls. I need to try. You can probably see like a connection where I start panicking to say things and I start playing worse. I don't want to do this anymore. You're getting better. The good news, see, here's the good news. The further I get, the more I come up with. So like it's already written. No, that's it. That's all you're getting. We will be here all night. No.
Warning.
I don't have the chops for that.
Personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the
I just wanted to see if anyone would know what that was. You know, having the music off reminds me of fighting Senator Armstrong for some reason. Oof. The more I give myself challenges, the longer it takes. Actually, hold on. This might help. There's a 1 hour mix of this. If I can just tap into what I tapped into to beat Armstrong, we'll be good. I like your haircut. Thank you. I don't have a haircut. This is just it growing. This is weirdly fitting. Let's be honest, Metal Gear Rising music just goes with anything. I feel like I'm playing better because of it. I ran out of chainsaw was the main issue. I appreciate the actual compliment. I'm probably gonna grow my hair out. I know that's like superficial and no one cares. But I kind of miss the shag.
Evacuation is advised.
Weezer karaoke. Let me see if there's a Weezer karaoke mix. I've been meaning to get this VOD muted. What better way? I wonder if I could find, like, really shitty instrumentals of Weezer. Like, Babies First. It's all, like, actual stuff. I don't want to sit here and actually karaoke Weezer. Starts with... I can't get back up on my mind. I don't know the lyrics to this song. Oh, it's on the screen. There's like hundreds of these. There's like an entire channel dedicated to Weezer karaoke's. Funk hash pipe is about gay sex. Are most Weezer songs? It will actually get my VOD muted. It can't. As if people need another reason to not watch this. Pork and beans karaoke? Oh, I could rock out to pork and beans.
Warning. All ARC personnel. The mortally challenged.
Hold on. Here's the real challenge. Okay. Can I make my own parody while fighting him?
Have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
Hold on, I need to pull up someone... What's like a Weezer song with like really campy 4-chord lyrics? I need something that I can play in quick succession. Island in the Sun? Yeah, that's about as campy as you can get it. Long Time. That's a piano song, and I don't think I can make that one work right now. Oh shit, this is just... Oh, fuck. But Island in the Sun is bar chords. How the fuck am I supposed to pull off bar chords for this? Oh, that's saying ain't so. El Scorcho. The only way I can think of doing this is with open chords. No, my fingers hurt. I have fucking blisters, guys. That's just it. That's extra challenge. That's the nightmare difficulty of playing guitar. Having blisters.
Warning. All armed personnel. The mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
That's as far as we're getting. Where did you get those? From trying to learn bass? You have to slide your hand a lot more on the bass than you do the guitar, it seems like. Unless I'm playing it wrong, I don't know. Either way. I need like a non-meme attempt here, okay? Play All of the Glow Part 2. Great album. Not really, doesn't really fit the mood. I'm gonna be here a while. God damn it. I don't know any Twin Fantasy on guitar. That one I can't play off my head. I'm wasting so much time. I'm just trying to... Oof. Every time I look at chat, it's just people recommending songs to try and play. How about I just try to play? How about the song I play is the game? And by that I mean try to play Doom's theme. I'm not gonna pop my blister. Oh my god, I will scream in pain. What is happening? Unable to... as long as my stream doesn't crash. I hit my record hotkey. I'm not gonna play slob on my knob.
Warning.
I'm not a fucking panhandling acoustic guitar player. I know you might get a wrong impression from my scraggly look in the fact that I'm live on the internet, but I'm not here taking requests. I don't have a fucking guitar case for you to drop dollar bills in. Which again, I know that the bit system might confuse you on that. I'm not making a good case for myself. Boy, I wish that actually did anything. Yo, I still got that scout flick shot. Never lost that skill. Get me out of here! I'm starting to think Nightmare was a bad idea. Unpopular tip, if you play good enough, you can win. That seems a little... Do you have sources?
Warning.
Can you verify
All
that?
armed personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
Funk, learn how to shift properly on base to avoid sliding too much. I will keep that in mind. Thank you. Should probably focus on the boss rather than getting tips on how to learn base. I'm taking it down. I have places to be. I have a dinner date for 7.
Warning. All armed personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
It's a dinner date with Animal Crossing. Hello? It's breathing down my neck. He just greened with his shield up. All I'm asking for is a break. Wow, this actually, I can kind of feel how much easier this is than Nightmare. It was almost good practice. You really want me to play Pink Triangle? Listen, it's a great song. Probably one of the best off the album. I don't want to get into it, but... I only have 2 hands. I'm waiting to hear back from a doctor who promises to give me a 3rd one, but until then... you're SOL, bro. That's not it. There's no way that's it. Hip, hip. That was so much easier. Oh. Now I almost feel like an idiot for getting off of Nightmare. If it's really that short. Like I just had to survive for 4 extra hits? I don't know if I want to play anymore. I feel like that's my limit. Funk, pro tip, shoot demons until they die. Huh. I'm gonna play 1 verse of Pink Triangle so this guy stops asking in my chat for me to do it. Oh shit, is it the same chords? Oh my god, the chords for Pink Triangle are the same as Island in the Sun. If, when I'm stable long enough, I'll start to look around for love. They're the same chords. Mind blown. I guess that's what key changes will do.
You have now destroyed 68% of Hell's occupying force.
Marauder what? What, this? Just a clip of me playing? What the fuck? He beat... What? No, this isn't me. 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, god damn it. Oh, I just had to do that. Oh, fucking, of course I just had to do that. I thought of it, but I figured I could get more content out of it if I, like, faked it being bad.
but there is still one priest left, and I have lost his signal. I can no longer locate him. Dr. Hayden will be able to find him. Dr. Hayden is transferring himself into your ship's mainframe.
I miss
The
Hayden.
architecture is similar to his own. This will...
The final priest is hiding in Sentinel Prime. The Khan Maker does not want him to be easily found. The only functional slipgate to Sentinel Prime is in the core of Mars.
I follow.
In the lost city of Hibeth. I have marked its location for you, but getting there will take time. There is no easy way to access the core of Mars.
There are no known pathways that lead there, Dr. Hayden.
Yeah, I'd figure. I wouldn't figure there's just like a hole to the middle.
Designed by Dr. Samuel Hayden as part of the anti-demonic defense grid.
10,000? What happened to the first 9,999?
You can't just shoot a hole into the surface of Mars.
The portal is ready.
You guys are really bad when you're playing man. It sounds like there's a better ending point soon. Am I wrong? Because I'm sort of exasperated from, well, everything today. Does it seem... It seems like... I kind of want to see this whole shot into Mars before I go.
This is an ARC
Play Doom
broadcast.
2.
ARC personnel have reported that
Can I get a hole to Mars soon?
Hayden's tower and has
Because if not, I want to go play Doom for a minute. Other Doom. I lost a bit of progress, so I do have to catch up. Get ready for an easy level, because it was designed to be earlier in the game, probably, but got moved. I'll keep that in mind. No, I have fish to fry, my man. Doom 2 waits for no one. Alright, okay, here's the real game. I feel like coming here just elongates everything. But it's also a nice break. I'm not gonna play for super long. I just want to catch up back to where I was when I ended stream before on Doom 2. I lost my progress. I missed you, buddy. I haven't been here since your gal got married. Oh, hell yeah, man. So... I mean, playing Doom has kind of messed up my sense of time. That could be 4 years. That could be 22 years for all I know. I don't know how long I've been playing this game. But that's cool. Also, I forget just how much of a whiplash this speed is. Can you see me sweating? I think I'm actually sweating. I can't tell if that's because I'm wearing a hoodie indoors or because Doom actually raised my blood pressure level. I did know you can sprint. I just forgot. Thank you very much. But I remembered on my own time just now. Hold on, I'm actually I'm sweaty. And I don't have any more water. I have iced tea. Sweet tea. Coronavirus. Is sweating a symptom of it? It probably is, let's be honest. I cough and have to give myself a temperature check. I'm having second thoughts. Like, my mind, every second I shoot in Doom 2, it's like, should I even, after everything I've been through, play Doom 2 right now? Especially through an area that I couldn't beat, like, 3 days ago. Playing Doom 2 is also a symptom of coronavirus. I did not read that on Wikimed. Hold on. There's a stop point soon. Let me just... Yep. Just run through here. Having a Y in your name is a symptom of coronavirus. I guess it did exist earlier than we thought. I was the beginning of it. Now that I look at this area, I could totally see this being like a TF classic map. I mean, this just looks like 2 Fort. I wonder if it was their inspiration. Speedrun? I would love to if I even knew where the hell the endpoint is. I hear hating Highlander is a symptom. I never hated Highlander. I just thought it was worse than 6's. Or less viable, I guess. No, oh, I fucked it up. This does cool me down. After a harsh sesh of Marauder fighting. Is that it? Have I made it through? Did it. I think that catches me up to where I was last time. I can't sit here and play Doom 2. I'm sorry. I can feel my brain rotting as I get here. I'm gonna save it and clave it. That's it. That's it for my Doom Eternal stream today. Let's see. Any ones I haven't read yet? Living with Rage. Don't I know? Oh shit, I've gotten more of these. You streaming AC? Not today. I may go live tomorrow with it a bit earlier. I can't do more tonight. I'm done. This is the kind of game that exasperates my brain cells. Thanks, Nautical. Do a funk study on the junkyard. I don't want to. They should sell those toys. They do. They're called Funko Pops and they're terrible and I would not recommend their business. Okay, that's it. I'm done. What day is it? It is Friday. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. Maybe Animal Crossing and more of this if I feel it. If the blister is, you know, worn off a little bit more. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. There are mod applications open in the Discord, so if anyone wants to moderate, then please give me your attention. That's it. I will see you probably like tomorrow, same time. Where is it?